All right, y'all, back in the game. Freaking brand new transmission. Did you see that? I just shifted from park to drive. Amazing. Like it's supposed to. Anyway, 6,000 bucks later, I've got a built transmission from Dennis Auto Repair and Transmission here in Lancaster. This old Google Maps interrupted me as usual. Yeah, we're heading north towards Alaska. I'm just gonna start talking super loud over Google Maps. Oh! All right, sorry. I like lost all my patience to Google Maps talking over me every time I record. This is my first test drive. I've not. Anyway, this is my first test drive in the truck with the new transmission. And it started moving, so that's good. Now we're gonna go drive 1,500 miles to Seattle and eventually get on a plane. In a week and a half to go somewhere, so we'll see. Here goes nothing. Right now we're gonna go hit up Trader Joe's while we're here in town and go hit up the library so we can upload video and then be on our way to the next campsite tonight. Big shout out to Dennis Auto Repair and Transmission here in Lancaster. Thank you guys for getting me in quick. Big shout out to Buck and Dennis there. Really appreciate you guys. There goes nothing. See if she works. They also put a bigger transmission cooler on there too, so it should be good.
In 1,000 feet, turn left on the East Avenue route.
Okay, truck is on the highway. We're rolling. Just kicked into overdrive, so that's good. Everything's working, so we'll see. Big test is going to be coming when we hit I-5 and start cruising fast and climbing hills. Well, you might know there'd be a problem if it's me. Stopped at Trader Joe's, grabbed some food really quick, came back to my truck and the amp, the electronic step was down, and I don't know what's up. It's not going up or down, it's like stuck in position, so I've got to remove my speaker and check and see if the fuse is blowing or something. I don't know.
Rancho Vista Boulevard.
I don't know what's up. All right, y'all, we're out of here, heading out of Lancaster and heading north towards Alaska, 1 mile at a time. We're gonna drive about an hour and a half tonight. We'll stop probably a little bit after dark, maybe 10 o'clock or so. Go do some camping and paddling this weekend and right on up the coast. Wow, I don't know if you guys can see that, just line of traffic, 10 o'clock at night. Look at all those vehicles way out there in the distance. I'm sure the camera's not showing it very well, but it's wild, man. So many people in this state. I kind of miss Alaska a little bit, not gonna lie. Just filled up. That was totally insane. My odometer was really high. It was like 350, almost 400 miles. And, whoa. These guys are going really fast right here. So what happened is my gas needle, gas gauge was staying super full like that, even though I had just driven like 90 miles. It's like, oh, that's weird. My gas gauge isn't working. I stopped and started filling the car or the truck up here, and it kept on filling up and filling up and filling up. And it's only a 38-gallon tank, and it took 37 and a half gallons. So I was literally half a gallon away from totally running out of diesel, which is like 6 more miles I would have ran out. I just stopped by happenstance. And what had happened is, see those switches right there? It says front and rear. It's my front tank and my rear tank. And I don't have a rear tank anymore. I just have a 38-gallon front tank. I got rid of the 18-gallon front tank and the 18-gallon rear tank. I just have one giant 38-gallon tank. So somehow, while I was getting worked on, that tank got bumped to the rear, which was making the gauge read full all the time, even though I was totally almost gonna run out of gas. Anyway, I thought the gas gauge wasn't working, so that was a relief. And we're on the road. Another, 30 miles to go, and we'll be to our campsite, hopefully. All right, y'all, found ourselves a little rest area to camp out here. Almost midnight. Closing in on it. This is our spot for the night here. I get the bed set up. Oh, it's warm. Get some air going. Open so we can hear any camper disturbances. I'm pretty tired. Tell you one thing, it's nice to have the home back here. I don't know if I showed you guys the bed situation. It's just like a slat bed, so it just slides out on slats like that.
That's how you make it. Pretty simple. Let's pull out the two slats to meet each other. There's a slat on this side also, but pull them out to where they touch each other like that. Slide this cushion over. Just push this pad down right there. And then just throw your bedding down and get yourself a bed. We are on our way. Where are we going?
I don't know. This is your excursion. Where are we going?
I don't know. Thinking about getting some coffee.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
In which direction?
Well, there's not a lot of options. There's a coffee shop about 2 miles away.
A coffee shop?
Yeah.
Yeah? Does it have a name?
I don't know.
What are you going to order at this coffee shop?
I don't know. I do know. I'm going to get a grande quad shot vanilla latte.
2 miles in the wrong
Iced.
direction. 2 miles in the wrong direction.
Let's go. You ever just like wake up and you're like, hey, you know what? I don't want to make coffee. I want someone to make coffee for me. Starbucks is the only place to get coffee around here, so that's what we are doing. Let's go. Good morning, new transmission. Let's go plugs glow for a sec. Fire it up and let it warm up a second, and we're gonna be on our way. Right. Also, I never showed you guys the place we went to in Lancaster right before the transmission blew up. This is the Line-X that they did. So they just sprayed it up under the bottom so that doesn't rust out all the way down. And did a really awesome job with it. It looks pretty decent, but people from rusting down low. Off we go. That's where we spent the night last night. A little rest stop. Hey there.
Hey.
Hey, can you hear me?
I'm home now.
Oh, you're home now?
Yeah.
Just made it to this coffee shop. Freaking going to Starbucks. Look at this Tesla charging station. It's wild. This biggest one I've ever seen. I guess we're in California, so that's where it all goes down. Let's go get coffee. We're mobbing through California. Right now we're heading right up the coast. Not up the coast, we're inland. But we're on Highway 5 heading north. And we're gonna go to Sacramento area, run some errands, and then we're gonna go stop at Coloma Resort. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. C-O-L-O-M-A. And it's basically a place to camp on the American River where we're gonna go whitewater paddling. So that's our plan. Man, I tell you, this headwind is just cranking right now. It's really slowing us down. It's gonna take a while, but we'll get there eventually. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm using this Rode video mic up here. Rode mic Go 2 wireless mic, so little lab mic, so hopefully that's working. Ethan and I are stuck here in California, not quite rush hour because it's 2:15, but it's already stop and go is really bad back there. Getting there though, I think we have like about 80 miles to our first stop in Coloma Resort. It's just a little bit past that. I really hope I'm saying that town name right. 50 miles from Coloma Resort. Pretty stoked in this place. I don't know if I explained it earlier, but the resort is basically right on the water, so it's perfect for whitewater paddlers or people that are coming to do stuff on the river or just to get out and camp, because you can't just free camp along the American anywhere apparently. It's like kind of hard to find spots. They just look like they have really nice grounds, and pretty stoked to check this out. Get out and do some boating. Oh man, truck just went off the road there. Oh, we're almost to Coloma Resort. Obviously a curvy road. This is a run of pretty much always wanted to paddle, at least the upper stretches. So we're gonna do some easier stuff to get Eden locked in, probably some class 3-ish stuff. And then we might try to hit a little difficult run in there too. Just got into the mountains. Looks like whitewater rafting outfits all over the place. A couple little restaurants and stuff. I think they have restaurants on site at the little resort thing we're going to. So we'll see. Getting very close, half a mile away.
Turn left onto Mount Murphy Road.
13'6", man.
In 800 feet, your destination will be on the right.
Got a foot and a half from not fitting under this bridge. Kid's holding a wheelie across the bridge. Nice kid. Whew, narrow. Very cool. There's camp. Let's go check it out. Welcome. We have arrived at camp. Not too shabby. Not my normal camping situation, but this is a cabin 304. This is the first cabin that you can rent right when you walk in or drive into the front gate right there. And yeah, we'll go show you guys what it's all about here. Sweet part is the river is like literally right there. So fired up in that.
Check it out. Man, what a treat having air conditioning. This is a really cool space, actually. I would say, I have no idea what size this is, but it looks like, I'd say 12 across and 16 long. Pretty cool, simple construction. Anyhow, we're gonna get all established and get some adventures to take you guys on here.
Like you're feeding me in every scene.
Yes.
Good morning, y'all. Just waking up extra late. Can't believe it's like noon right now, believe it or not. First time we've slept in, I don't know, kind of the entire road trip. Haven't slept in at all. We're going to organize the campers this morning, get all that set up, and then we're gonna go on an adventure. Sitting outside of the park. A lot of people chilling. We're about to not be chilling though. We're about to go paddling. So we get the pack rafts out right there. We're gonna get those inflated and take you guys for a float down the American River. We're doing the Coloma to Greenwood section, I believe. And instead of going to the Coloma put-in, we're just gonna put it right here at the Coloma Resort, which is awesome. We have to do a shuttle up to the put-in, so we do need to leave a car at the takeout. Then when we get back tonight, we're gonna take you guys around, just kind of show you what the place is about. And I think there's actually even a band playing, so maybe go check that out too. Here we are. A company called Alpaca makes these. These, if you guys are ever looking at pack rafts, hands down, it's the way to go. I've used Alpaca ever since I started in 2008. They're just really good pack rafts. They feel good, they're really light, they pack up, roll up really nice, really quality. They're extremely durable. Done all kinds of crazy waterfalls and whitewater and slides and these things. They're just awesome boats. Speaking of pack rafts, I've not showed you guys these models in particular. So this is the Wolverine. This is kind of like their go-to do anything pack raft. Crazy whitewater, still paddle across a lake. Easy river is good to learn in. You can roll it back up like a kayak. Still has kind of a wide balanced storage. Really good boat. Also these big long zippers in the back. You can unzip that when it's deflated. Put all your camping gear inside, zip it back, and then inflate it. And it becomes a giant dry bag. They both have the same features. This is the V3, the Valkyrie. Obviously kind of long and narrow. The tubes are smaller, so it's tippier, easier to roll up, and behaves a little more like a whitewater kayak. Features are pretty awesome. They've got thigh straps, kayak style back bands, good inflatable seats. There's an inflatable bulkhead up there to keep you locked in really good. This one, there's aftermarket storage bag in this one. And they come with spray skirts and tent poles that go through this right here. And then you can keep all the water out while you're paddling. Pretty rad boats though. One of the best parts about these boats is they're probably the best craft period to teach a beginner how to paddle in. And then you can still do super crazy stuff with them once you get a paddling. Eden has made us, what is it? What's going on here?
Stove cut oats with apricots cooked into the oats.
Okay.
And strawberries, walnuts, and heavy cream.
It looks so good. Nice fresh meal, and then we are going paddling. It's actually been really nice having this space to get everything out of our camper. We brought all our food in, we're organizing everything, cleaning out our campers. Now, that's like a big thing in van life that people don't take into account. At some point you have to get out of the space you're living in to deal with the space. And the only way to do that is to have another space to do it in, or put all our stuff outside in the dirt. So it's really nice.
Most people don't really show that either.
No. Yeah, like all this chaos.
Yeah.
Just wanted to point out how cool this pack raft looks in Eden's Jeep. She's giving me a shuttle ride up the Chili Bar run, which is like the class 3 plus run. So I'm gonna make sure it's safe enough for her to do her second whitewater run ever tomorrow.
Yes.
So that's the
and
plan.
I'm gonna get my camper organized so I stop having like internal mental meltdowns about it. So it's like, it's fine. And I'm like, ah!
Anyway, this is sweet. So yeah, we're gonna be taking out, or I am right now, right where we're camped at. So literally take out like at the cabin, which is awesome. So river access is right here at the campsite. Here's the class 2 mellow stretch, looks good, super chill. Maybe not difficult enough for her, we'll see. Anyway, we're going to the Chili Bar Dam. You put in right below the dam, and it's like a 5-mile float to right here with a bunch of class 3 and 2 rapids. So we will see. Pack Rap decided to join us. It's like a dog walking up to the front seat. There we go. Yeah, maybe an extra handle wouldn't hurt. He's gonna let me out over here.
Oh my god.
How's it doing?
It's the excuse I'm using to get out here. That's a good one.
All right, here we are. Put in, let's reinflate this guy and be on our way. She's losing air somewhere. Hold this zip right back. First drop right below the put in. We have a shallow little class 2 turn. We go out here where it's deep. You'll catch this eddy. So this run, it says 5.2 miles down to the Como Resort where we're staying. Yeah, there's supposed to be, I think, several class 3 plus rapids and a bunch of little class 2s, so let's see what we're in for. Anyhow, pretty fired up to be in a boat again. It's been a while. I feel like I haven't done a ton of recreation this trip like I wanted to, so. Entering public lands. I'm actually shocked. I thought this is dam controlled. I wonder if the dam is like off right now. I wonder if they turn it off a certain time of night. Hard to tell, like these rocks don't look really wet, like they were just wet hours ago. But I thought it was supposed to be like 1600 CFS, which is a lot of water. It's like a river full of water. And this is very, very low. I'm usually good at estimating CFS, but I would call this 350 CFS, this whole creek. So literally 5 times lower than what it's saying online. Oh no. Here, kind of just stay in the center. A bunch of rocks. Man, I'll tell you one thing, it's nice to be just out in some nature and just away from folks for a bit. See that fish jump? Cool. A rainbow trout. I don't want to say I'm burned out on YouTube right now, because I'm not, but I am slightly burned out on just interactions with other humans, which sounds horrible. One thing I didn't know about YouTube is that it was going to blow up. I did it for fun for 15 years, and it started taking off, and it's gotten to the point where any gas station I pull into, any grocery store, anywhere I stop the vehicle, any red light, I get people that want to talk. I feel bad, but sometimes I'm just not in the mood to talk, or I'm tired, or something's happening. Woo! Yeah, I feel like I've been having a ton of interactions with fans, and it's all right when it happens a few times a day, but when you start actually having to, like, not a choice, like actually have to talk to people and shake their hand and spend time with people, they're excited to see you, and that happens, I don't know, 50 to 100 times a day. It really starts eating your time up, and it starts, I feel bad. I don't know how to deal with it. It's not something I wanted. I didn't start YouTube to be famous. I started YouTube because I love making videos, and it's a fun creative outlet that just wound up becoming like a little monster of its own. And I've gotten to where even my home in Alaska, when I'm home, I'll have
anywhere between 20 and 60 people a day swing by and take pictures. And people get out on my property and take pictures of my truck, like sitting on it and just doing crazy stuff like that. People that drop packages off at the front door. And my house is not advertised. I don't have an address advertised anywhere, so people are showing up at their own will, uninvited, and it's like my private space. So I think in between what's happened with the house there and just having constant fan interactions wherever I go, it's just been really intense. Just trying to figure it all out. It's not something anyone can prepare you for. And I also don't want it to seem like I'm ungrateful. I wouldn't be doing this right now if I didn't do YouTube for a living. So I know how lucky and how fortunate I am. And I'm extremely grateful for that. Extremely grateful for you guys watching. Yeah, I think it's just the interactions are like a bit much sometimes. The other thing too, I'm getting sick several times. Like usually people walk up and I'll have to, like they'll stick their hand out to shake their hand. And when you shake 50 hands a day, you're gonna get sick. So I'll try to do the fist bump sometimes, and people like, I've had someone grab my hand and force a handshake, which is obviously awkward. But just stuff like that happening. You guys can write in the comments. Also, I had a lot of people comment that, how dare you be like that or feel like that, like you did this to yourself, you know, you wanted this and you chose this. And actually I didn't choose to have a ton of interactions with people. I just chose to share my adventures on YouTube. So anyway, I just wanted to also mention, since I talked about the kind of the dark side of YouTube and being approached constantly, having people follow me in the vehicle wherever I'm stopping to say hi, or like sending me satellite images of my house or just stuff like that. It's kind of the dark side. But I also wanted to take a second to just thank you guys, because I couldn't do this without you guys. And I don't know, I'm extremely grateful. I'm literally making a living doing this right now. So taking you guys on adventures and taking you around. So super appreciate it. Super appreciate your support. I don't want to scare everyone away from saying hi if they see me out. But yeah, maybe don't follow me in your vehicle for 10 miles around 40 different turns to wherever I'm gonna park. Would be a good idea. It's happened a few times. But yeah, I think just normal interactions that are natural, that's fine. I'm okay with those. Hopefully I'm in a good mood when that happens. Anyhow, I'll stop rambling. Back into nature. Just thought I'd talk about that a little bit with you guys while we're floating along here. I think so far Eden could definitely paddle this tomorrow. There might be a couple moments, but I think she's got it. Okay, those rocks are wet, so they turned the dam off. That's actually what's happening right now. I'm running this river with no water. This is like the trickle that they continue to release from the dam to keep the fish alive. So that's what's happening. I thought this seemed like really low. You know what's weird too? They must have just turned this off, because where we were at Coloma Resort, there was still a lot of water. You know how I can tell the water just cut off? Look at the rocks. They're all wet. See, there's no whitewater in here. This is just a pool. And you see the shoreline right there? That's all wet. Like should be a foot more water. Twisty. Woo. Big hole, higher water, probably. It looks like it. Oh yeah. Woo. Take the time and adjust my thigh straps. So the pack rafts have these things called thigh straps right here, which I actually helped do a lot of R&D on back in the day. I experimented by putting thigh straps in my pack raft and rolling it up back in like 2008, and kind of caught on around the world. And now most pack rafts have thigh straps in them, and people are rolling them. It's pretty crazy. Pretty awesome to see how far these things have come. I could definitely give all my credit to Roman Dial for getting me into pack rafting. Yeah, he's told me his son Cody's pack raft. Cody unfortunately passed away a while back, and it's pretty nuts. Just something happened to him in the jungle. It's with a tree in the tent. Really unfortunate, and it's a pretty crazy story. If you look up Roman Dial online, you'll read about his efforts in trying to find his son, and it's pretty touching. Let's get a book on it too. Him and Peggy are pretty big influences in my life, and big shout out to old Roman for getting me into this. Wish you're here, Roman. You'd like this fun, man. Actually pretty good. Anyway, old Roman Dial, so he was my professor for my master's degree in environmental science. It was kind of a focus towards isotopes, hydrology, and it was extremely difficult. I don't want to say I have a very linear brain, brain's very jumpy. I've got severe ADHD. I just struggled kind of my whole life with just saying the wrong words at the wrong times or spacing out for no reason. I had a lot of problems with math in high school, and I thought it would be a fun challenge to do something that my brain wasn't good at, you know, something that didn't feel natural to me, and that was science and mathematics and being forced out of creativity in a way. Like, there's only one way things work. It's very linear to figure out math, and my brain had issues with that, and I studied under Roman for a long time. He kind of guided me through my master's degree. It was a challenge, but graduated, made it out, got a job doing hydrology for a while for the USGS and for a private mine in Alaska. Had a good time with it, but it just wasn't my path. That was just a challenge for the time being. So it's been fun to find like my calling, doing this YouTube stuff. But big shout out to Roman for dealing with me, teaching me everything I know with math and science, which isn't a lot. I retain none of it, but I do appreciate his efforts. And speaking of ADHD, I don't know, when I was in my master's degree with Roman, he would just tell me things, and sometimes I just would not comprehend what it was. Didn't matter how much I focused or concentrated, and he kind of called it out one day. It was the first time I thought about, like, maybe I have an actual problem, maybe, or not even a problem, but maybe there is something going on that other people don't have to deal with. So I went and got a psychological evaluation, and it was like a 5-hour test, and it turned out that I have severe ADHD. I've taken that twice and got the same results both times. Last test was a couple years ago. It took all day. It's like almost 8 hours of testing and analyzing my brain and my thought patterns and how things function. And yeah, I have severe ADHD. Anyway, I was thinking that might be part of my frustrations with being approached by so many people. I might just get flustered and don't really know what to say. And the more flustered I get, the more I don't know what to say. Hey, what's up, man? Any luck? Nice. Yeah, I saw a couple rainbows jumping back there, it looked like. Nice. Some private steps up right there. Pretty sweet back porch. All right, y'all, we're back at the cabin, and cool run. We'll try it with some water though tomorrow. Can't believe I put on after the dam. Anyway, I'm ready to go catch some music really quick. And break my arm in this hill right here. And it feels like getting in the city. This is like really, actually, this is like the nicest place we've stayed in California, truth be told.
Yeah.
Like, there's literally a live
It's actually, like,
band
really
over
calm. Everybody's like super chill.
there. Yeah, everyone's happy.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a little utopia. It's fun though. Just a different style of camp. I'm just not used to it. Anyway, there's this live band, so we're gonna go check these guys out, literally in the campground.
Go back in the couple of minutes.
Yeah, I think it's like actually like outlaw hippie.
I ask myself a million times what's right for me to get
switch?
pretty good. Till that moon
Wait, does this switch
shine
like
through.
So,
I think my heart stopped beating.
Cheers.
vacation.
Go play giant chess.
Oh yeah.
I hang out up there with my grandma right now, help caretake for her. She's 93 years old. She really wants to help. Place on right now, anyway.
Good morning, y'all. We're about to head out the door and go do some whitewater boating today. We're gonna do the lower stretch from Coloma Resort here down to Greenwood Creek, and it's supposed to be like 5 miles of like class 2-ish stuff. So let's go check that out. There's actually water this time too. The dam releases starting 9 a.m. and stops releasing at 1 p.m. It's just a little bit funny. I don't know if you guys noticed yesterday when we were floating that I mentioned
It looked like the river was definitely turned off. The dam was turned off. And I guessed the water level. I think it says about 300 CFS or something like that. Check the gauge and I want it being 350 CFS. Exactly, is how much water was being released. So I don't know what I guessed in the video. You have to look back. It's pretty accurate, I think. So it should be 1500 CFS. So literally 5 times the amount of water today. So it should be good. Let's go set a shuttle and we're gonna get the pack rafts out, go for a little float. This is where we were watching live music last night. Little shop right there. You can go gold panning here. It's crazy. There's like a lot going on. Of course, the river's like the main attraction here. And there's our cabin right there in the corner next to the, whoa, there's a speed bump, front gate. So we're going to the Greenbrier, I think Greenbrier Creek is what it's called. 4.1 miles downstream is gonna be the takeout of the class 2 easy stretch. And like I was saying, the dam is only releasing from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So we only have so long to go and it's already 11:30. I'd be really curious to see how much more water is in it. Oh yeah, way more water. Literally a raft going down right there. Dressed up and ready to go.
Marilyn Monroe.
Here we go. So we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again. Both pack rafts we're gonna put in, this time we're just gonna put in here. And the water actually just turned off at the dam 15 minutes ago. So it's gonna take about an hour for that water to not be here anymore. So
is this right?
We're gonna go downstream. That looks right. These? Different feet. Yeah, you will. Because think about when you're upside down, your body's literally hanging.
So I just have to like push hard.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like you will absolutely come out. Or what you do, you pull your skirt and then you can even reach down and like slap them off.
And then how do I put the skirt on?
So always do the back first. Okay, you're good. And then you kind of work it over. Usually just kind of stretch it and do kind of one side at a time. It gets a lot easier once it's wet, so it's gonna be hard right now.
Like yours.
What's that?
Yeah, it's easier to put on when it's wet.
Yep, right now. Woo. Yep. There you go, the lean upstream. Nice. Woo! Nice. There you go, nice. That's it, you got it. I've got you. Shouldn't be super far. Woo. Yeah. Something about every time we paddle, we just wind up walking to the car for a little ways. It's pretty good. We actually found the takeout is pretty well labeled. There's a big, very large sign the size of a car almost on the edge of the river, right below all the raft guide facilities and camping grounds. And it's like in a left-hand bend in the river. And it just mentioned that this is the last public takeout before the gorge for 9 miles. So luckily we saw that sign. We are back. We survived. Fun run. That was a really good beginner run at whatever that level was, 1500 CFS. So even at a higher level for a dam release, it went really well. Stuff's drying out. We're gonna kick back and relax. We'll do one final night at the cabin here. Pretty fired up. It's been an awesome place to stay. Mm-hmm. I sure did.
We've decided to stay for one final adventure. We're gonna go paddle the Chili Run when there's no water. Anyway, yeah, we're leaving Coloma Resort right now. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I'm sure I'm not. Drop in the comments. Anyway, I'm gonna save some GoPro battery for the river. We're gonna go run the Chili Run after they turn the dam off. So this is the low water version. Welcome to Chili Bar Park. We just found out that the river is still actually running. I thought it was gonna be off and at 300 CFS, but it's actually 1200 and it slowly turns down. So Eden's in for a little treat here. All right, Eden's gonna go park the Jeep. We're all inflated and there goes nothing. So remember, let's see, you're holding your paddle correctly, that's good. Remember your bracing, if you start tipping over, like slap the water and pull up with your knee and thigh brace. Yep. Nice. That's pretty pro. Yeah, there you go, nice. You can tell down there the water is pushing into the cliff wall, so we need to get away from that. So we're gonna try to ferry across right here a little bit. I kind of see like the right, like it's all just, all the water is kind of like going into the wall. So obviously you could maybe go off that, but probably avoid it. So we're gonna try that ferry move and just kind of move across the river. Gonna stay facing upstream. Kind of like that. Okay. Nice. Eden's mobile flat service. It's funny, I can feel it like squeezing in around me.
Oh yeah?
Uh-huh. Look at that dinosaur. Woo! Nope. It's runnable, but it's definitely like a class 4 or 5 drop. It's like pretty nasty looking. Like a ledge, and like it probably flip you over into it almost. Get all spun around in that eddy. There you go. Great. Okay. Woo. Woo. There you go. Nice. Hope I can do this. That's so easy in this boat. Super easy in this boat. Yep.
And then pull right.
Yep. I'm not gonna let you go underwater. I'm just gonna literally guide your paddles so towards me.
Wait, what?
I've got you. Okay. Now take your paddle and sweep it and pull up in your right knee at the same time.
What?
Like take a paddle stroke. Yeah, just like that.
Okay.
Okay, so do that again. I'm gonna hold you. Same thing. Yep. And what you did that time, you picked your head up. So remember, if you pick your head up,
right, okay.
You're pulling your knee over. So leave your head down as much as you can. Your head's the last thing that comes up. There you go. That's the motion. It's easy to process now because you're above the water, so it just makes sense. But when you're upside down, it's like...
So I thought you were starting by pushing your paddle down on one side. Did I
Yeah, you
just
do.
that?
So like if you get flipped over in a rapid, you have to move. It's called the setup position. So you like set your paddle up and then you're set up to roll. It's like if you were to flip over like this, you'd have to like kiss the deck and get your paddle over to that side underwater.
But why would I get it over to this side? That's what I don't
Because the surface is that way. You need to take a right stroke, so you need to get your paddle blade like ready to take a right stroke. It just doesn't make sense because it's all, you're taking the stroke upside down.
Right. Okay, so let's try it one more time.
Yep. Okay. So set up over there.
Like this?
Yep, and see your blade?
Yeah.
Rotate your blade so the Warner's facing you.
Huh?
Rotate the other way.
Oh, like that?
A little bit more. You want
But
that
I
as
thought
flat
we
as you can get it.
I thought we just did this. Oh, because I'm going to fall.
Exactly.
Okay.
When you fall, that'll like give you, the power face will be on this side once you fall over this way.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay. I understand.
Try it again.
And then I fall.
Yep. Keep on coming in.
And then it's...
There you go. And what you do instead of like you're just leaving your blade up front, you almost take like a big sweeping stroke from front to back.
Okay.
There goes my GoPro.
Was that yours or mine?
No, it's mine.
I
It's
think
yours.
it's mine too.
Yeah. Yourself over. Fell out. You fell out pretty easy. That's good. Oh, what? You weren't supposed to fall out of your boat. I don't even know how that happened. Your thigh straps probably aren't tight enough. Yeah, if we try that again, we should put you in this thing and have, this is a lot easier to roll than that one for sure.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I really wanted to get that.
The roll?
I hate not getting things.
Oh yeah,
right.
no one ever gets that the first time. That takes practice. Okay, we are back. Survival. That was an awesome run. Not a good run for a beginner the first time they've ever gotten in a pack raft or a kayak, but after they've got some basics down, catching eddies, doing ferries, stuff like that, that was a great run. We also ran it at the water had been turned off and it was going down. I would say that was probably about 600 CFS or so is what it felt like. So anyway, awesome run. And we're gonna go get Ian's Jeep, be back on our way. If you can't tell, we decided to stay one last night too because it's been so awesome here. So, well guys, we're officially out of here. Been an awesome stay. Can't believe we stayed for like 5 days. This is day 5. We're leaving this morning. Just been really awesome being able to paddle the river right there, take out right here at the cabin, being able to dry gear out in a nice yard, not worry about someone knocking in the door telling us to move on. It's like a nice official campground. It's actually been really pleasant too. All the campgrounds we've stayed at, it's been even though there's lots of people around, everyone's been super respectful. Yeah, it just hasn't been loud. Everyone's quiet at night. It's not too loud in the day. Really pleasant. So yeah, if you guys are ever passing through Paloma or want to go paddle the American River, check out the resort here. Pretty rad. I would absolutely 110% come back here. I'm not just saying that, actually we probably will, because this river is awesome to paddle on. Anyhow. All right, y'all, we're officially out of here, leaving Paloma Resort. It's been epic, and we're on our way to Bend, Oregon. Let's do it. 450 miles to go. This will be a big test for the brand new transmission. It was doing some really weird stuff and kind of smelling a little funky yesterday, but I didn't see anything wrong. So hopefully she's gonna be good. I took the Teflon tape off of the temperature sensor, so hopefully it works correctly. Looks a little bit better now, so we'll see. It's really interesting. I still just smell burning. I don't know why. It smells a little bit burny. Also a little interesting, I just saw the battery light come on when I was just sitting there idling, so I'm not too sure. My alternator might be on its way out. I don't totally know yet, but we will see. Smell that burning again. Oh boy. Yeah, it doesn't smell good. I need to pull over and see what's going on. It does not smell good. It's a little interesting. I just noticed that there's a little bit of oil coming out of my high pressure oil pump, like the cap, the top on it. So I'm gonna tighten it up really quick. Hopefully it's all right. All right, y'all, I think we're good. Let me start this thing really quick. I just noticed a little bit of transmission fluid like on the outside. So a little bit was when it was poured in, it looks like it was kind of spilled outside of my engine. I think that's like burning off is that smell. So we'll keep my eyes on it, but I think we're gonna be all right. But unfortunately, my battery light is on. See that? I don't know why. I wonder if it goes away when I rev up. Yep. That's good. That means my alternator's on its way out. That's fun. See if it'll go away when I get on the road and start moving. See what it does. That's not good. Oh boy. Well, could be an issue. It's probably because, it might be just because there's oil on my belt and it's slipping, so we'll see, which actually would explain the burning smell. Doggone it. Do I need to change my serpentine belt?
In a quarter mile, turn left on Forest Road.
I think it's all over my belt and it's making my belt slip. Hold on one sec, let me stop again. All right. Show you guys what's going on. So the battery light's on, which means the belt is slipping or the alternator is going bad. One of the two, but I think what's going on is some oil was spilled and it's kind of gotten onto my belt because you can see it right there. There's like oil on the high pressure oil pump. Ooh, that's hot. The alternator's super, super hot. Anyway, super loud truck coming. Yeah, I think there is, hold on one sec. Loudest truck in the world. I can see down there some red transmission fluid. When they filled this up, they put probably 15 quarts of transmission fluid in it. So, and he mentioned there was some that was spilled and ran down the bay here, and he tried to pressure wash and clean it up, but I think it got on my pulleys and it's making my belt slip. Can't tell, it doesn't look like saturated. Yeah, there's oil right there. Yep, it's on my belt. But hopefully it'll just, oh, no, there it is. She's fading like in and out. So we're gonna try to get to the nearest Napa. I'll remove the belt, get some brake cleaner and clean the pulleys off, put a new belt on, and hopefully that'll fix it. So we're gonna get some brake cleaner now. I've got some carb cleaner, maybe that would work. It's totally slipping though. Oh yeah, look at that.
Continue for 11 miles.